Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we learn type conversion and casting in Java. So type conversion and casting in Java is a method used to convert a value from one data type to another. Basically, when we want to change the data type of any variable, anything, so where the type conversion and casting happen. So the basic difference between type conversion and casting is type conversion is automatically happen and type casting is manually happen. Since Java is a strongly typed language, you must be carefully when moving data between different types. Example, putting a double into an example. Let's see what is type conversion and casting. Basically, when I create a variable int a and it's store 5 and I want the int variable a store in double value d a, so it not give any error, no error, it work. But similarly we do double d equal 30.444 something else and integer a we store d, so it give error and it not happen. So the basically the difference is when a small value insert in a big data type it is possible, but when a big data type convert in a small data type it is not possible. Their type casting and conversion are used. So when integer a equal 5 and double d equal a, when small value like integer are smaller than double are insert in double, so it is possible and no error happen here and it is automatically convert. So basically this is called type conversion. What I we call this is type conversion. But when we convert a big data type into a small data type, so there the type casting happen, where type casting happen. So how we convert a big data type into small data type we see. But let's understand an example. If I want convert a this is a box and I want this small box insert in big box. So easily I insert in the bigger box, no problem, no error. But similarly it when we do a small box, a big box, like a big box insert in a small box, so there are some problems, it is not fixed in the small box. So that is the difference. So basically we say that this is the type conversion which is automatically happen, but this is type casting where manually we convert a big data type into small. So how we do this? Simply we do if integer, if double, sorry, if float f equal 30.14 f and I want store in integer value, to simply we write int then f. So the float variable float value convert in integer and store, but the disadvantage is basically that the last digit after the decimal, all the digits are deleted, and the output of this is equal 3. When we print integer a, so the output is only 3. After dot, all the value are deleted. So basically this is we call that type casting, and simply basically this is type conversion. So basically the difference between type casting and conversion is type conversion is automatically happen, no manual, but in the other side type casting is manually, there is no automatically, and with if we are not right here in, so it give error. So let's see typecasting and type conversion in VS Code. So basically this is the boilerplate. So write integer a equal 5 and double d equal a. Then we print spot print d. So simply it print double value. It automatically convert, no manually happens. So basically this is called type conversion. In the another side, if we see another side, so basically when we create float f equal 3.14 f, and I want to store in integer variable f. So when we see what happened when we are not right int before assigning. So basically it gives error. Incompatible type, possible lossy conversion from float to int. It give error, your data has loss. So when we want type conversion or typecasting, and if we want to convert a data type to another data type, so basically we write the here conversion means if we want the floating value into a integer, so we write which type of data type to convert. So basically I want to convert float data type into integer, so basically I write integer. If I want any integer a big value stored in small, so we write here the data type which I want to convert. So basically this is the type conversion, and then let's see the output. So output is 3. So after the dot, all the data are lost. So basically this is manually happen, so that is Java is strongly we learn in, since Java is a strongly typed language, you must be carefully when moving data between different types. So basically casting in Java two types. First is widening casting, second is narrowing casting. So widening casting also known as automatic and implicit, which is type conversion, and the narrowing casting is also known as explicit and manual, which is type conversion. So widening casting is automatically and type conversion. Widening occur when we move from a smaller size type to a larger size. Basically this example integer a is a smaller size and double d is a larger size. Java does this automatically because the smaller value can easily fit into the larger memory space without losing any information. So its order is byte, short, character, int, long, float, and double. Means byte store in short, short store in character, character store in integer, and integer store in long, long store in float, and float store in double. So basically this is the widening casting, and it is also known as type casting. Narrowing casting is manually happen, and it is also known as type casting. Narrowing occur when we move from a large size type to a smaller size type. Basically, according this example, float is a larger size and int is a smaller size, and we want a float d variable stored in a integer a. So basically this is a manual casting because we are trying to fit a large bucket into a smaller cup. This is the example. There is a risk of data loss. So basically when it execute and its output is only 3 because it lost the last value after dot. Okay, therefore Java require you to do it this manually. This is risk. The order of narrowing casting is double, float, long, int, character, short, and byte. So basically this is the typecasting and narrowing casting. So thank you everyone. I have added all the details notes in the description box below. They are completely safe to access and you can use them whenever you need. Don't forget to check them out. Thank you.